in Inglewood. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visiting team and the Los Angeles Chargers. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go here in Inglewood.
The most with this move, it's nothing to a boss. I can two.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
No gain on the play.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Jerry Jeudy. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
On 3rd down, here's a run by Charbonnet. And he's got it. Remove the chains. 1st down at the 47. Here's 1st and 10. A carry here for Shipley. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
That's Otten, open downfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It's a big one for the Chargers. 36 yards.
The 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll give it here to Shipley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up a 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down.
3rd and 11.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it will come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. tackle Christian McCaffrey. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Again, it's McCaffrey. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Here we go. 180. What is that?
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
Mikey Sandersville makes the stop. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's a second and 6. Darnold now to throw. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete. Down the right sideline. He may go. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, L.A. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target. And in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Wondering. Here we go.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that one. From 41. Here's second and 4.
Gun. Stop. 12. Can. 11.
Motion the slot man left.
Stop.
On second, looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
So even though they avoided the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
12.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. It's Riley Dixon coming on now. And John to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for. That goes into the end zone and it's a touchback.
20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff, heading left is Charbonnet. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 15-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 32 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete punt. There's a flag back in the backfield where the quarterback is. They may have got him after he released the ball. They'll run with Shipley. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Damar Hamlin up for the stop.
30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Darnold. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. The receiver couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Open man, A.J. Brown's got it. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, L.A.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Shipley. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
One quarter in the books. 10-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use them than down here on the goal line.
Raider now on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Wizards nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
Here we go.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First down.
Here we go.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that ball.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Burrow here on second down. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. We'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got him in it. It's Kelce. Complete. Look at the big man go. And he'll take this one in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Austin. That his second TD catch of the season.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's Shipley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Let's get set. Stop.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And he will not be able to turn up the field. He'll drop him behind the line.
On the tackle.
11.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
11. 12. Stop.
Burrow working in the pistol. He's got his man, Devontae Adams.
Burrow's pass.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
11 mighty. 12. 11. Stop.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is the rookie from Stanford, Alec Iomanner. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
A gain of 27 on the play.
They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up third and inches.
Don't need much. It is third and inches.
Here we go. 11. Ready. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And he'll take it on in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Austin. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this game.
The score, Chargers 17, Wizards 14.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Darnold down on first and 10. That's caught left side by Ogden. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. 31 yards.
First down.
They'll come up here
First and 10
and
at the
10.
29-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one is caught by Mooney. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
28 yards.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. But the fullback trying to power it home. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. Here now, second down and goal. Throwing, Darnold. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. And it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newton.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Here we go.
Man in motion is Smith. Burrow now to throw on first down. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. They face second down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Flush to his right. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Darnold to throw on first down. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted to the 20. And he is going to score. A pick-6 for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Wizards move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Not a civilian, I'm a citizen. Been around the world, looking militant. I fly United, never spirited. Only restaurant is going militant. I mean Michelin, traveling on dividend. She said that I'm born like a novice, symbolism. I'm getting paid, talking rap on the internet. If I ain't printed, I ain't crab, I be generous. I ain't to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim, flying straight from Manapon. Rolling out to Durban, mama pudding with some prawn. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a dog.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go and the second half is underway. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. That'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple yards short of the first down. That's a pickup. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and a yard. They put Adams in motion. 11. They run once more with McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
First down, Wizards.
They'll run here with McCaffrey. Again, he finds an opening. And he will score! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Wizards. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To throw on first down is Darnold. Moving outside the pocket, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will finally run him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. A short run there to Otten. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up
So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. Well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down.
Red 80. Yo, 80.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He's got it at the 7, and they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance, and it paid off. First and goal coming up.
And the Chargers, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
On play action, here's Darnold. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit. Like, there was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Now Darnold. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Chargers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were the head guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Darnold now to throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Offline, right? Here we go, here we go. 180. Shot.
Now it's McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second.
They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Taken down.
They get 22 yards there. And that would be a first down.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
Now a toss, running left with Kamara. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6. At the Chargers' 40-yard line.
11.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one caught by Waller. And it'll be a short pickup, and that's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground.
A gain of 7.
And they continue to lean on him in these short yardage, need-to-have-it situations, tough yards. He's been getting them over and over throughout the course of the game, and he picks up more than enough there on third down.
He gets it to the rangy tight end, Wallace. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Wizards.
Here we go.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Off the read, here's Burrow. And he will take it in himself. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Austin.
This is one of the more impressive drives that we've seen in a while here, Mike. And to cap it off, it's a simple read option. But for some reason, the defense just doesn't account for the quarterback keeping the ball. And by the time they realize who has it, he's in the open field and on his way for 6.
Makes the score Wizards 31, Chargers 25. Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Go, set. Set.
Started this drive on the ground. Here comes Charbonnet. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 9.
Go, set. Ready. Set.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And he will score. Game on. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Chargers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
For the 2-point conversion.
Here's Darnold. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you can see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively. But to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. We'll go ahead and just see the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7.
Gun. Stop.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here we go. Right 80, 11. 11, mighty. 11, 12. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the outside, it's brought in by Allen.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Now a run for the first time for the veteran Raheem Mostert. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. That's complete. Raheem Mostert out of the backfield. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. It covers 51 yards.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where just everything aligns. It's the right play call, the right target, an accurate ball, and then a lot of room to run after the catch. So if they can continue to find these matchups and these holes in the secondary with this quarterback and this playmaker group, man, this is a tough.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Wizards. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Darnold. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Darnold. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Here's Darnold again. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the Wizards are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop, piper. Warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop, piper. Warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the Wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop, piper. Warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers.
Takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something's taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace.
7070 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like open. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home.